Welcome to my channel. Well, it's cold this morning and I was hungry for a good breakfast, so I was going to make me some bacon and pancakes. And I was going to show y'all how I make my homemade pancake batter. Let me get me a whisk. I forgot to get one of these. Alright, let's get y'all down here. This is the easiest pancake batter, and you can make it however you want to. This is just the way I do mine. I have 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of vanilla, a teaspoon of baking powder, and I have 4 teaspoons of sugar because I like it a little sweet. And then I'm going to put as much milk as I think I need. And you can put eggs in it, 1 egg, however many you want. I usually don't. And buttermilk makes a very good batter. And I have 2 tablespoons of oil. Now that's probably going to be enough milk right there. You don't want it super thin, but you don't want it real thick either. Okay. Let me put our milk up. Alright, let's get turned around over here. I've already started my bacon, and I've got it cooking. I've got a little bit of oil here in my pan, and you can make great big pancakes. You can make little ones. It's just whatever you want to do. And when you put your pancakes in the pan, just leave them alone. They'll tell you when it's time to turn them. And okay, let's just let them cook, and let me check on my bacon over here. I thought I'd go ahead and fix enough bacon where I could have this afternoon. I'll already have it cooked. Okay. I went ahead and made me another cup of coffee. It is so cold this morning. Okay, let's see if you can. When the pancakes start to get ready for them to flip, they'll get bubbles all in them. And you'll want to just leave them alone until those bubbles get real big. I turn the pancakes, and you can see they're rising. And just leave them alone and let them cook probably 2 minutes on this side, so that you make sure that your dough in the center is done. What y'all having for breakfast? Here in a minute when I turn these, I'll show you. See, you can kind of feel, and you know the inside's done. And you know I told you about the bubbles. See, when you get all those bubbles, that's when you turn it. Alright, let me take these out, and I'll put some more in there. I like to, when I make pancakes, I make enough where I can freeze them, or I'll have them for the next day. Alright. When I was a kid, on Sunday night after church, my mother would always make pancakes. And she had a griddle like this, but it was a big round one. And she would make one great big pancake. So I started on Sundays making pancakes. That was just the easiest supper. And we always had somebody over. Pancakes just makes the best meal. To me, it does. Okay, can y'all see how the little bubbles are starting? Okay, the bacon's almost done. Okay, I'm gonna, here in a few minutes, get ready to flip them. You see the bubbles? I'm gonna let them cook a little bit longer. Alright, that bacon's done. Okay, y'all see how those are cooking? See, aren't they pretty? And you can see where the bubbles started. Alright, let me take these out. I'm going to put just a little bit of oil. I don't want much. And you can put fruit in your pancakes, mashed up bananas, nuts. I love putting nuts in my pancakes. This morning I just did them this way. Now see, a cup and a half of flour makes quite a bit of pancakes. Alright, and if y'all are like me, I like butter. So I've got some very, very soft butter here. I mean, pancakes just makes, butter makes pancakes wonderful. Butter makes anything good. Alright. Get them all buttered here. Well, pancake mix and everything has gone up so expensive. Can you see the butter? I mean the bubbles in the pancakes. And if I can make it homemade and I don't have to pay the price of it being in a box, then I'm gonna make it homemade. Okay. Got him on the edge there. I'll have to let him set. There he goes. Okay. There it goes. Alright, I have enough batter to make probably 2 more. So that cup and a half of flour, it's 4, 8, the 12, I can make probably 14 out of a cup and a half of flour. Alright, we'll let these cook a minute. Alright, these are done, and I'm going to take these out. Put just a little bit more oil. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make one big one. And you can kind of spread it out just a little. Alright, and let me get my butter. I hope y'all try these, and I know you'll like them. Okay, got enough butter for this big one too. Now you see how the bubbles are starting? But you'll want to wait before you flip it because it's too soft now. It's got to kind of rise up just a little bit and get a little bit thicker in there. Let me get my syrup. I like sugar-free syrup. That's about the only kind that I buy. If I can not get a whole lot of sugar, then that's what I try to do. Alright. Okay, now you see how this pancake is starting to get firm? Now I can flip it. See how easy that was? And then you just need to let it cook on that side too. Alright, I'm going to get me 2 pancakes. Y'all look at that. Doesn't that look good? Alright, let's get y'all turned around over here and get y'all up. And we'll just have us a bite of a pancake. It will be so good on this cool morning. Alright, I'm going to put me a little bit of syrup on here. Some people like peanut butter on their pancakes, and if you like that, then that's good. Just fix that. I know my kids like to get an egg and put on top of their pancakes. Y'all, I can't tell y'all how good this is. And I so hope y'all try it. And you can make this up and put it in a container. And then when you want to make pancakes, all you got to do is add the oil in the milk. I do that sometimes too. See, look at that big pancake. Well, I wish y'all was here. If you was, I'd make you a pancake. Had to chew it up. Thank y'all so much for being on my channel and making pancakes with me this morning. I so enjoyed it. And if you would, like and subscribe. And until the next video, when y'all stay warm, have your pancakes and have a wonderful day.